Woo! Team, look at this! What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Really do appreciate you being here. If you are new here, hey, how you doing? My name's Chris and I'm building a business that suits my lifestyle. This video is literally following me along for the last week of me trying to build my business on eBay. And I just want to be frank, how I build my business, it's not actually going to look the same for you. It's going to be very different. That's because I'm building a business to suit my lifestyle and also with a long-term plan over the next 5 to 10 years. And they're my plans. It's really got nothing to do with anyone else or anyone else's focus. And I'm not here to tell you how to do it. I'm just here sharing my journey and what that looks like. And I'm pretty excited because this week it has been a focus week of just pure sourcing. I've had 4 sourcing collections this week. We got more shoes come in. I had a new stock opportunity, and we picked up 688 pieces of clothing. We also have my monthly consignment collection, and I also finished up the week with another consignment of some Nike stuff, new with tags, and which is pretty cool, pretty exciting. So it's been a pretty busy week of lots of processing, lots of prepping, sorting through all this different stuff, and basically the whole intention of this is to set me up for the next 90 days or the next quarter as we progress into FY25. And really making sure that we've got everything in place so we can just start photoing and just start listing all these items as quickly and efficiently as possible, I guess. It's a big week. Come along for the ride. If you do have any questions, chuck them down below in the comments. I'll do my best to answer every single one of them. And if it's a relevant question to something in the video, I can even bring it into next week's video and answer those questions, give you an example if that makes sense as well. So if you've got the question, ask down below. If you are interested in seeing some of the lessons that I play back to myself at the end, stick around to the end and you'll see those as well. I'll share my financials of how we've progressed for the week and also how we've progressed for the month so far of August 2024. Let's get into it. Folks, it is Monday, it is a new week, and I'm pretty happy, pretty excited because we did our best week ever, but I'm also a little annoyed because we missed out on hitting 10,000 by about $300. So that's very hard to kind of fathom actually. I never really thought about when I would do my first $10,000 week. So very rewarding, very grateful, and obviously the week before was I think we did a third of that so definitely roller coasters. This week focus is washing of the 500 kilos. We have another 250 kilos of clothing arriving tomorrow. Washing is arriving today, so that's going to start going through the normal process. Photographer will be in, they'll be working on that. I did pick up a deal on Friday night, which is a whole bunch of shoes, a whole bunch of clothes, and a few other bits and bobs, which I need to sort through this morning or today, take count, and that's through one of my new sources, and that will be the main focus for today. And then tomorrow, actually going to collect all the extra clothing, and then we'll talk about that tomorrow. So really today is just pick, pack and post. Have 50 orders, which will probably be about 65 items. It's been an amazing weekend. A lot of it is the discounted stuff going out that we've marked down, but that's okay. Help make space on the racks, and yeah, we'll probably just take each day as it comes this week because I feel like it's going to be pretty busy, but a good kind of busy. So it is just before 8 o'clock now, so heading in early just to get ahead, and the washing should arrive around 9:30. So come along for the ride and we'll see you in the unit. Alright folks, we're all here now. This is all the stuff that I got on Friday. I'm going to get all this out. This is all shoes as well. Quite a fair bit of stuff. This one's an interesting one. And I'm going to set it out here. Got to sort it all this morning and today. This is all going out for the washing, so I'm going to get that out. And then washing should be here in about an hour and 15 minutes or so. I'll take you through what's sold and all that shortly. Well, once we've done all this, so probably a bit later. Let's get into it. Alright folks, this is all done. Got some hats that I'm keeping, we've got clothes. I haven't sorted through the clothes in terms of what I'm keeping, but this just gives you an idea of what this has come through. This is through a new source, new opportunity. It's always mixed, always random, but there's some interesting things in here actually. Some very interesting things, but even some, yeah, so gonna continue to go through this. Even the shoes are pretty cool. Still sorting all this, but the washing is now back. So this will now go into here and get flat laid. We've got everything from pants to to jackets, to fleece, to shirts, but majority of this is fleece. So, all right, folks, we're going to start doing a pick, pack, and post. I've almost finished doing all the other stuff in the other unit, but I'm going to get cracking on this because we have quite a lot of orders going out. We've got 54 orders going out, which will probably be about 65 to 70 items because there's quite a lot of multi-quantity. I know one person's purchased 10 items. This is due to the sale that I'm running, which is really good. And we're back up to a 90-day total of 70,854. So really pushing again, and it's really good time because we've gained a little bit of momentum with some of the stuff we've been selling, and we're about to now start to push into obviously all the 500 kilos. So if we can maintain the volume, I should be able to start to increase listings as well, which should naturally mean we start to sell a bit more as well. So yeah, hopefully it all works out. I'm going to pull all this stuff out. It's going to take a little bit, and then I'll take you through some of the quick wins and some of the cool wins for the week that we did over the weekend. And the stuff, I've actually sold 2 or 3 items that I listed this morning already, so that's always a good sell-through rate. And they weren't necessarily clothing either, but it's always a nice little win. So I'm going to get into that and I'll show you around. Whew. All right, team, we have got a lot here. So we have lots of clothing. I'm actually going to put up on screen, hopefully I can do this. I'm going to put up on screen what all the different types of categories that are going out and the volume of that. Majority of this is clothing, but we've had some pretty cool stuff. We've got obviously video games, like consoles. We've got a lot of, I've been selling a lot of these recently. We've got the Hobbit book that's gone international. They've chosen mine to go international, which is very grateful for. Little Diddy Kong. We've got some more toys. We've got True Religion. We've got Wrangler. We've got Adidas. We've got Edwin jeans. There's a couple of things I want to show you because there's some stuff that we picked up from the op shop that I've sold. We've got some swap cards going out. We've got some cars going out. We've got army stuff going out. This is some Halo stuff. Yeah, so I'll probably just show you as I go through. We've got this guy going out. It's a bit dark, sorry. So we had a few more sales come through, so it's probably sitting about 56 now. This is going to take a little bit to do, but I'll give you a few insights as I go through. But otherwise, I'm just going to knuckle down and get it done. Folks, this is one of the interesting ones that have sold this weekend. It's called Edwin. These are Edwin jeans. Edwin Waynesville, and these are like a salvage type of denim, which is just very high end. This one has gone for $71.20. We picked these up from Savers, I think it was 2 weeks back, 3 weeks back, and they sat, I mean, didn't really have much interest, didn't even have anyone put any offers. The person purchased it at full price. Not very common, so not a huge amount of people looking for them, but I think quick sell-through rate in terms of the people that are actually wanting them. So keep on the lookout for this one. All right, this next order is, I think it's 10 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, no, sorry, 9 items, all shorts. Pretty happy with this. All right, team, all done. We've got all of this, and then we've got that one, and then we've got that one, and then we've got all of this. Jeepers. Whew. And the printing begins. Jeepers. Well, I'm going to have some lunch, folks. I've got some salmon and avocado on some bread today, and then move on to the next thing. Need to take a break. All right, folks. Just finished up all the posts, had the lunch, and quickly just going to nick over and grab a coffee for myself and the worker, because it's cold up there. It's actually not too bad out here now, but just to take the edge off, so I'll grab a coffee and I'll grab a cookie or something as well. Whew. My next plan is to just got to make some space here. We didn't get to finish this off last week, so finishing up that space and also making space here because these racks are going to run overflow for the coming week, because we're not going to do another consolidation until my sale is over, which is not till the end of August. So that's that. The other thing that I'll then focus on, if I get time, is I was going to do photos and stuff today, but I don't going to have the time, I don't think. Pull all this out. Well, not pull all this out. I'm going to consolidate this, and then I've got to make space for all the shoes, because they're going to go into hiding for a week or so until we get through the rest of the clothes. So we have more clothes coming tomorrow. So and that's what I've got to make space for. So that's my focus now. Yep. I also need to actually do a delivery of all these laptops. I can probably fit some shoes here too. Okay folks, done a bit of a cleanup here. Moved out all the Guitar Heroes. They've all got to be listed next week. Well, in the coming weeks anyway. Sorted a bit more of the consoles there as well, made a bit more extra space. We've also now cleaned up all this space here. So all the shoes are already in here in different little homes and spots. Again, for next week. Just at the moment, I'm really just making as much space as possible for tomorrow. This, and this of the clothes, and basically I get to pick and choose, and then that's going in for washing. So I'm now just going to put that stuff away for washing, and then we're getting close to, I'm leaving here at 4, and then just back up a few bits and bobs, get a few more things out ready for listings for the next round, and we're pretty much done. All right team, we're all done. I'm packing up now. This is just amazing, all this. So ended up doing some Skylander stuff, did a couple of other little bits and bobs, just some quick things. We've actually ordered another one of these rackings, that's going to replace that one, just so we've got it on wheels, because we will be having there's probably going to be about 200-300 jackets that will be coming into here tomorrow. So once we get them washed, we're actually thinking about seeing if we can get a bit of a hanging situation happening up here, but it might not be required. But until I go through it all in detail tomorrow, Carla will be helping with that. We'll have a bit of a better understanding. So that's it for today. Tomorrow's a big day. We're picking all that up and then coming here. So got to do a bit of a drive in the morning, but hopefully by 12 o'clock we'll have a whole bunch to show you. So see you tomorrow. Ciao. Folks, it is Tuesday just like that. And we've got Carla with us today. We've got a big day ahead of us. We're on a bit of a mission. Going to pick up, look, it's somewhere between 250 and 300 kilos of clothing roughly. Give or take, probably less than 300 to be honest. This was a deal that I've been working on for the last couple of weeks. So we're going to go pick it all up. It is going to take a little bit of time. I won't be able to film too much just because minding people's privacy. But we'll obviously take you through it all at the end. So that's the focus this morning, and then this afternoon we'll basically be sorting it. I'll go to do a pick, pack and post. Yesterday we had a very great day just from bread and butter sales. I think we did 1,300, which is nice. So good start to the week. So come along for the ride. Hopefully it's as successful and we can fit it all in the van. I think we should. The reason why I'm a bit iffy is because it's loose. It's loose clothing. It's not like embaled or tied it up. It's we're going to have to kind of do a bit of a packing process ourselves. So wish us luck. Come along for the ride and enjoy the show. Yep. All right, we are chockers. Gotta get this all loaded up now. Team, look at this! Luckily I had these bags. So we just picked up all this. This is through just a private deal. The bags aren't anything representing what's inside the bag, but this is quite a lot. It needs to be all sorted. It needs to be all checked. The whole works, but we did it, babe. Do you approve?
Yeah, it's quite impressive actually, but overwhelming.
Yep. So our focus on this is basically to sort it into categories so we can bag it and put it to the side and then focus on what we want to focus on. Good thing this one's already done. This is just all shirts, majority white. I got them really cheap actually, and very grateful for this opportunity, but it is a lot of work. So we're going to get cracking on that. In terms of pick, packing and posting, I'm going to do that a little bit later. I will show you how we've been going because we have had a big jump over the night. So we are we're back on 71,110. We've got 19 orders to go out. we're going to do this work, and then yeah, it's 12 o'clock, so we've got a fair bit ahead of us. Ciao. Alright team, we're past halfway actually. We've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags, not including the big boy. But this is what it's starting to look like. So we'll actually be able to get all this out today. I was worried that it wasn't going to fit, but this will become the priority now. This is to give people a bit better understanding. I've paid roughly 4 times less per piece for what I would normally pay, which is why I took the opportunity. So, yep, we're almost there.
Help.
And we are done, except for this one, which will be a little bit later. We have finished everything. This is quite a lot of stuff. There's a lot of everything in here. We've got some tees. These are all big jackets. Like, we're talking 3XL huge jackets, which will be a little unique to sell. These are all fleece. Pretty standard fleece. This is all puffers, this is all track jackets, and this is all sweaters or jumpers and hoodies. Sweaters, jumpers and hoodies. A lot of these aren't really high dollar value, probably $30, you know, 20 plus post maybe. Some of them might be a bit less, some might be a bit more, but really that's the idea. It's just quick sell through, people to pick up an extra item when they're buying things, or to use this to help them get discounts on other stuff. Because I've got a lot in my store where if you buy 3 you get a discount, buy 5 you get a discount, etc, etc. So that's all done. Now we're going to put some of these into washing bags. We're going to count all this, make sure it's all good, and yeah, then I've actually got my dad coming to see if we can set up something for a hanging situation here. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad at all. Whew, it actually went better than I expected. I thought it was going to be a bit chaotic, but it's gone better. Alright team, just taking a bit of a break, going to do a pick, pack and post just while I still have time. It's 2:20 at the moment, so I'm going to get this done. As I said, there was about 20 packages to go out. I think I've had one more sale come through, so I'm going to start to get all this out. If there's anything crazy, I'll show you, otherwise it will just be kind of just like bread and butter. So, and then I'll get back to making the washing bags. It's good, we're going to get this done today, not too bad. Alright, so we've got this little South Park guy going out. I think it's Angel Kenny. We've got a whole bunch of Nintendo stuff going out. So we've got the NES, and we've got Nintendo 64 and bits and bobs as well. So nothing too crazy, but I'm happy with this. Oh, we've also got this little Lego going out, which is nice. And sealed game. Not too bad. Alright, I'm going to get this packed. Alright, postage is all done. We had a couple of bundles go out here, and the rest is all stacked there, so I've got to put it into the bag shortly. Carla's actually just in a meeting. I'm going to continue to count all this and get this all prepped. It's 4:30, so we're only going to be here for about 1 more hour, and then I'll probably resume this again tomorrow. But how cool is this? I love my job, I really do. Alright team, we are packing up, we're getting out of here. I've got all my bags ready for Thursday, for the next wash and pick up. There's 10 bags here. These are all kind of like puffers and light jackets and things like that. And then this will become the next day's problem. Got to go through some of these and do a bit of a triage check in terms of quality. Am I actually going to proceed? So like some of them just didn't have tags and stuff, which is expected with some of the low end stuff. And then the other stuff is prioritized for washing and whatnot. So we're going to pack up and get out of here. Thanks folks.
Thanks folks.
Folks, and just like that, it was Wednesday. Bit of a change this morning, not actually going to backpacks, just a bit of change of circumstance. So we'll be in the storage unit for the whole day actually. So you're just going to spend a bit more time doing some things there. But really the priority will be, so tomorrow it looks like I will have Carla, so we'll be continuing to go through all that clothing. So today I'm going to leverage the time to just get ahead with a few other bits and bobs. It actually was pretty quiet yesterday, so don't have a huge amount to pick, pack and post. Maybe, I think we're sitting on 10 orders maybe, so we'll get that out. But yeah, I'll probably either start to do a whole bunch of shoes, or I might even continue some of the clothing myself. But we have the washing drop off and pick up tomorrow morning, and then have the photographer in today, but they're not in Thursday or Friday. So really just, yeah, gonna have to do a little bit extra this week, which is fine. just to get ahead of things. So come along for the ride. I'll take you through what I get up to, and it's a beautiful day. It looks like spring has finally sprung. Okay folks, so just been doing a little bit of admin and some stuff that I just had to attend to, but plan today is I've just got to do a little bit in here in terms of well, actually I've already started to do it. It was just shuffling this to make some more space so we can move and go. Those bags have all been done, ready to go for washing tomorrow. The next focus that I'll be trying to aim to do today is I have all these bulk iPads, this, some phones, oh that's my phone, those phones, and then I've got a whole bunch more in here that I just want to get done today. There isn't much there. And then after that I want to focus on hopefully getting to all of those that I sorted out the other day, and a few other little bits and bobs, and then if I still have time, the focus will be probably starting on some of these shoes, but I might be doing that tomorrow, because I will hopefully have Carla here with me tomorrow, and she's going to help do some sorting of this, putting them into washing bags, quality checks, all that stuff, and then we'll progress into doing a few other basically massive action days that I spoke about over the last couple of weeks. So I'm going to get these charging and make them up into bundles. I've also got to do a little bit of a stock take on some of the existing phones. I might start to now just bundle them up and just move them. I've got a couple of customers that like to buy that stuff in volume. They're all parts not working, and yeah, so big day. All right, they're all starting to charge, so while that's happening, I'm going to start doing a pick, pack and post, and let's just have a quick little sticky bag of how we're going. So we're on 71,000, and so we're on 71,061, and we've got 13 orders to go out today. Oh, just sold something just then, just a pair of shorts. So I'm going to get all this out now. I'll take you through what we've got. Just really bread and butter at the moment. Yeah. Okay, nothing too crazy. We've got a few action figures going out, some SNES controllers, really just bread and butter. We've got some jeans, we've got some shirts, a couple of tees, some North Face, a couple of bundles here. Some person's purchased 4, one person's purchased 2. Do have an order coming through at the moment. Someone's just purchased, I think it was 4 or 5 pairs of shorts. The average cost of good on these at the moment is about $8.30, which, you know, is pretty good. And the current ASP that we're running at, and I'll take this from August just to give some perspective. So August, our numbers are running, I'll show you on screen. There we go. So from the 1st of August to the 7th of August, we've done 6,209 on eBay, and our current ASP is $44. Cost of good on these is $8.30 for all these different things. They're actually higher because I bought them just the other week in that big video game lot, but this is actually really good. That's why we're making a little bit more profit. Been able to secure a lot more lower end stuff. Sorry, when I say lower end, I mean lower cost of good. But all of this is still my bread and butter. Like, this is just a North Face sweater. I think this one went for $36 plus postage. But that was in one of the bundles, so it's probably come out a little cheaper for them because they would have got a discount. This little Wrangler piece, Cooper's, I actually picked this up from one of the, what was it called? The warehouse sales that I went to with a second-hand guy. And so this one we got probably 4 months ago, and this one has gone for $41.20, this one, so not too bad. I'm going to get this packed up and hopefully some more sales come through. Alright, all the iPads are almost done. We're just waiting for a couple more to finish charging, and I've just been sorting out a few more things. A bit back a couple of weeks ago when we started, it's only a couple of weeks ago, but when we started doing all these laptops, I spoke about that I've got a way to now move them in bulk. So looks like I'll be doing that first opportunity next week on Monday, which is great. So all of those, there's 80 there, I'll be able to sell, and someone will purchase at wholesale rate, which is great. They're really just parts only, scrap. So that's going to solve that problem for next week. And it also just confirmed that I have my consignment pickup on Friday. So it's a very busy week. Once those are done, I'm going to start on these. These will all be getting sold as parts only not working, so really low, and basically just plus postage. Some of them are really easy to send, some of them are not. I'll talk about that when I do it. And then after that, got a little bit here as well. Alright, just sorted all the guitars into groups. So we've got these are PlayStation 3. We've got Xbox. Then these are the Kramers. These are the Les Pauls. And then these ones are the Hero Power ones. I've got 3 of those, and then I've got one of the original PlayStation 2 ones as well. These will all be sold as parts only not working. I will probably actually put batteries in and see if lights come on and stuff, but usually I end up getting around $40 posted for them, so haven't really paid much for them each. Probably even out to about $5 a pop. Some people do pay some big bucks for some of these, but yeah, just gonna get them moving. Got them here anyway. May make some dollars on them. I did sell one the other day in the big video game lot, but they were only after Wii ones, and these ones aren't Wii ones. So, all right, I'm gonna do all these. Oh, actually, what I was gonna show you was the ones that are easy to post. So, if they have this, you can actually take the gooseneck off, and you can put them in half. Whereas the old ones don't have that. So they're a bit more of a pain to post, but figure it out. One more thing before I get started on the guitar here is, so we've actually now gone into the overflow, and this will then start to go into here, but we're going to have to do a consolidation by the end of the week because we're going to be joggers. These are all fleece. These actually came in the other day. I've had my worker doing these today. All North Face. There was a couple of Patagonia. These are all fleece. How much I pay for these? They worked out to be about, after washing, probably $13 a piece, which isn't too bad. Bit higher, but that's usually how we operate on them. And average of these is usually around $46. Some of them do go for $70, and some of them go a little bit lower, but yeah, usually not too bad. So quick little update on that one. We're chockers, so hopefully we'll start to get these all listed by the end of this week, actually. Alright folks, I am all done for today. Tomorrow we have the washing coming through at 9:30, so basically got to be here, back here, but we're finishing a bit early today, 4 o'clock. We had a big day, so just going to take some rest. Ciao! Folks, it is Thursday, and we've actually had a big change of plans. One, this isn't a change of plan, but we do have Carla with us today, which is always better. But today we were meant to have the washing come this morning, and then tomorrow I was meant to be doing a pickup. Unfortunately, my washing lady, she needed a bit more time just because she's been unwell, so we've switched out Thursday for Friday. So today we're going to go do my consignment pickup and sort through all that today, and then back to the unit. And then tomorrow we'll have the washing come through. So it doesn't really change things too much, but it does mean a bit of a shuffle here and there. So nothing too bad. Yeah, we'll bring you along for the ride. I don't know what I'm getting today. Probably a bunch of laptops and a whole bunch of other goodies. We'll sort through all that, and then I'll be doing some photos, and so will Carla will actually be helping sort through some of the clothing. So that's the plan, and we'll see you at the shop. Folks, alright, so we've got our big pickup, actually probably a bit more than I expected, which is really good. So we've just actually stopped and grabbed a couple of cheeky donuts and a coffee. Carla got some miso soup, so we're going to now consume that and head on back to the unit and start to unpack and process all that. We've got a lot of phones, so I've got some iPads, some DVD units, Blu-ray players, lots of laptops. Anyway, take you through it all. But I just wanted to, you know, make you guys feel the love and share a donut with you. Haven't had one of these for a while. It's been a while, yeah.
It's just been a week.
It's not been a week.
You make it sound like it's been too long, but it's just been a couple of weeks, I guess.
These are my favourite. You want to have it?
I'll have it for dessert later.
Dessert?
Is it warm?
And gooey. Alright team, we'll see you in a jiffy. So good. All right, folks, we're back. We're gonna have some lunch, and then we're gonna start to sort all of this, which is gonna take a fair bit of time, but I'll show you that a little bit later. So, what do we got for lunch today, babe?
Sandwiches.
Who made them, babe?
You?
Mm-hmm. Do
Uh,
you remember what's on them?
yeah, Portuguese chicken sandwich. In sourdough bread
With avocado.
with avocado.
And
salad.
they're even labeled. K for Carla,
It's a big one.
C for Chris. Okay. Enjoy. All right, tell you a bit of an update. We've got Carla sorting through all the phones. Do you enjoy doing this, babe?
Yeah, I do.
Yep. Maybe she just does it because I tell her, but no, that's good that she enjoys it. So just sorting them into the different... We've got like iPhones, we've got Samsung, we've got Google, and then we've got all these. iPhones more here, these are to be sorted over there. This is all the cameras that have come out. We've got a PlayStation that come out. We've got an Xbox, we've got a few bit of games and media stuff. Radios, CD players, Blu-ray players and DVD players. We did get this big amp. We've got all of these as well. I believe they're all used, so I don't know if there's going to be anything of value, but I'm going to look into it. I think there's an opportunity there, and these are all disposable cameras. They probably can't be used. Then we've got all the laptops that I've started to sort into their respective different homes. We also got some clothes this time as well. So yeah, not too bad. I'm happy with all this. Still got a bit of a sort to do. Some pretty cool cameras as well. We've got some Walkmans as well. Of course, got to all test it all and everything, but not too bad. Alright, just done a quick little pick, just so I'm not rushing to do this before we leave. But we've got a total of 14 items going out, and we're back on 71,149. Not too much going out, but with PlayStation, we have a book going out, we've got a camera going out. We do have a couple of bundles of clothing going out, which I'm very grateful for. If I quickly have a look of today's sales, actually I haven't put them all in yet, so just give me a second. I'm going to do this on the fly, and I want to share something with you all. So I use my spreadsheet where I do all my updates. This is the reseller spreadsheet that Ethan and I made together. 3783. All right, so of these 14 orders that are going out, and there's probably actually about 17 items, 19 items, because some of these are bundles, just to give everyone a better understanding. So the average cost of price of these is $8.30 that I've paid for each one of these that are going out, including the PlayStation. That's rounded out. Originally I paid like $25 for that. That's what it works out to be. But once I even it out, it's about $8.30 per piece. For the book, for the camera, for the shirts. We've got some jeans in here, got some tops in here, and that means the average profit, this is purely from a fees perspective, a postage perspective, not overheads or anything like that. The average profit per piece on these ones is $10.30. Obviously some are going to be higher, some are going to be lower, and that's what it is as of today. But for the month of August, right now of me filming 8th of August, our current average is cost of good per item for the month of August is $9.66, and our average profit per item net, that's after paying staff, after paying storage, is $13.92 per piece. So pretty good. Pretty good. All right, I'm going to start to pack this, otherwise I'm going to go get back to work over there. All right, folks. Carla has finished doing majority of the sweaters. She's been putting them into bags for washing, which are getting picked up tomorrow, and then we've also got those ready for Monday as well. So, well done, babe. Job well done. So that's actually really, really good. Making some good progress here. Actually getting some space. All of those will come out for Monday. So basically now, we've still got to pack a lot of this away into categories and whatnot. I finished doing all the laptops in terms of sorting them, the ones that are going out Monday and the ones that I'll be doing actual listings of. Yeah, and postage is all done. So we've actually finished a bit early, so we've got to figure out what's next for the quickest win, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, folks, and just like that, we're all cleaned up. It's always crazy how everything fits together. So that's all squished in there. So tomorrow we'll get the washing pickup. All this has been kind of put away as well. I'll be working on electronics tomorrow. Carla's going to be helping with the consolidation tomorrow. This one is looking nice and clean, but that will be filled up tomorrow. Actually, we've got a flat lay stuff in there tomorrow. And then this, well, Carla will help consolidate it. So last time we got 44 boxes. What are we saying? Nice and early. Without looking at any numbers. And we'll find out tomorrow.
44.
Yeah, last time you pulled out 44.
No.
And you're a
Probably
good
about
packer.
the same.
Hopefully about the same, because last time we were about here, I think, from memory. So hopefully, yeah, if we we need to at least gain back that, and hopefully one of those shelves in there. Otherwise things are going to get a little tight. Anyway, we're done for the day. It's 3:40, finishing a bit early. Thanks, babe.
My pleasure.
Ciao.
Bye.
Folks, and just like that, it was Friday. It's the end of the week. It's a beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful morning, actually. Actually, I heard Carla say it's a bit warm, which are the words I don't usually hear very often.
So I'm not wearing my beanie.
Yeah, no beanie, nothing. It's a good day. So today we have the washing drop off this morning, which was changed from yesterday. We'll do the handover to give them some more, and then my focus today will be doing a little bit of pick, pack and post. I've only got 6 orders. It's been pretty quiet for the last couple of days, last 24 hours more so, and I'll be focusing on doing photos, maybe some clothing, but probably all the electronics from yesterday. And then Carla's going to be helping with the consolidation. After so many amazing comments and feedback of that she did such a wonderful job, it just makes sense that she does it again. So I am very grateful for that. So she'll be working through that one. We did take the bet that we reckon it's going to be more than 44 boxes. I actually think it might not be the 44 because we're doing it probably quicker than normal, but I don't know. Carla packs pretty tight, so she runs a tight ship. So we'll find out. That's that, and other than that, it's kind of just a normal business as usual kind of day. Just actually do the work. So who knows? And if anything changes, I'll let you know. We'll see you in the shop, folks. Ciao. And we're here. We just picked up the washing as well. Did the switch over. We're going to flat lay majority of this now in here, and then get into it. So, shall we do one of these cool little tricks where we go? For a sec. Yeah, go. We do a 1, a 2, a 3, and ta-da! And just like that, just done in an instant. We've got all these jeans. We've got lots of button shirts. We've got these are like puffer jackets. Then we got just some normal sweaters of sort, then fleece. So not too bad. Carla did majority of this. Thanks, babe. You're the best.
Not too bad.
Alright, we've got only 9 orders going out, and we're on a total of 71,115. So it's been pretty quiet. We've got a PlayStation, we've got some jeans going out, we've got a couple of SNES consoles going out, and these pair of pants. So yeah, nothing too crazy. Let's back it up. Woo! Alright team, I've just stepped out quickly. I've got a meeting at Backpacks, just catching up with the fundraising partner, or the partnership manager there as well. So just going to get that out of the way this morning, and then I'll be back for lunch with Carla, and I'll do some photos and continue on. So see you in a jiffy. Alright team, I'm back. Carla's been hard at it, slogging away. How are we doing for box counts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, well,
okay.
there's 2 more here.
12? Alright, and we're about nearly halfway. But we have a higher sell-through rate for the later stuff than we do for the older stuff. So I reckon we'll get to 30. I reckon we'll get to 30. We're going to have some lunch, folks. and just some Portuguese chicken on a roll. I mean, on some sourdough. And I actually also just picked up some more stuff for consignment. So we've got Nike newer tag stuff in here, which is pretty cool, and a box of jeans. So not too bad. Always something. Yeah, we're gonna have some lunch. All right, team. I sorted all the clothing. We've got a whole bunch of Nike jerseys, football jerseys. So when I say football, like soccer jerseys, and we've got some tech pants, and then just some women's tops as well. So I've gone through all that. I'm now going to start on these laptops. My aim is to get all these done for today because we're leaving a little bit early. What have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Average ASP of these is $60, so I'm happy with that. If we can do it, good $500 revenue there. So I'm going to start on that. Carla's almost finished the consolidation, and then we'll be done. So let's get cracking. Laptops are done. Got all the bits and bobs that I need out of them. Next plan actually is we've still got about an hour and 15 till we're leaving. Carla's almost done, and I'll help her move these across once we go to the other side. But I actually need to put those away. But I actually need to pull out all of these laptops now, ready for Monday's drop off. So just so I don't have to worry about it Monday morning. So that's going to take a little slog. I'm going to start to pull them out now. Yeah. Right. This is what it looks like. Big stack, and I've already got some in the in the van already, but that's going to weigh a fair bit actually. Whew. Jeepers. And the results are in, folks. How many did we do, babe?
38.
39.
Oh, 39.
Yeah, 39. So we knew it was going to be a little less, but it was a lot more than 30. And look how clean this looks. Oh, she does it so tight. I don't know how she does it. It's just very, very pretty. Well done, babe. Very good.
That's what you call physics.
Okay. I'm happy with this. Very good. Which means now we've got that whole shelf basically ready to go, and we've got 2 of the overflows as well. So that won't take long, but it probably means we're starting to do this every 3 weeks. Yeah, just because that's the volume we're moving at, which is what we want, quicker volume. So there is still a lot of old stuff that hasn't moved. So our earliest SKU is now 638. I've got a lot of multi-SKU stuff, which are slow sitters, but then it kind of jumps up to about 1,000. We've got 1,200 here, then we jump to 500, 1,500 here. At the bottom here, we're already down to 2,300. And then just to give you some perspective, we hit around 5,000 just here. I think it's that one. Here we're up to 6,000. And then all the way up to here goes 7,000, 7,700. And this one basically gets us up to 8,000. So, yeah, I mean, it's still not too bad. If I just do a quick little check on our sell-through rate at the moment, I think it has dropped a little bit. It's probably to do with people's spending. We're sitting at, it's not too bad actually, it hasn't changed too much. So basically this tells us that when we list something, 24% of the items that we list in our day will sell within 7 days. 24.5%. Basically by week 6 we've sold 50%. So this has dropped a bit. This used to be about 70, but we have been listing more. And I've also been doing some other stuff that isn't our normal, such as some of the consignments of other clothing that we've been doing for backpacks on to help raise extra money for them. So that will probably skew it a little bit, but I'm happy with this. Not too bad. We're going to start to pack up, just clean things up a bit, and then we'll probably be getting out here at 4. Got to run a few errands, and yeah, so probably check in one more time before we're finished. All right, we've just made sure all the bags are ready for Monday. This is actually starting to look pretty clear, all things considered, considering we've only, since Tuesday, this was, what, we couldn't even walk in here. So these bags will go out, these ones just here. Those ones are then in the next round, and then we'll start on that. And then these are big jackets. These are like 3XL, some of them even bigger, huge jackets. Got to figure out a process for those. And then I'm actually getting another batch of similar style to this, maybe a bit more shirts, like button shirts, again next week for this opportunity. And then it'll be back to kind of business as usual. Also got to sort through all those yet, but we're going to get out of here. Things are, this one's a bit choppy, but this one's all good to go. Photographer being Monday, and they can just kind of get straight into it. And yeah, what a productive day. It's been a busy week. I feel like I haven't done much, but we've done a lot of things to just continue to get the business ready for the next 4 to 8 weeks, I guess. Thanks, babe. Job well done. Now we're going to go have some treats at the Filipino store.
Actually getting kimchi. It's not very Filipino.
Are we getting panda sal?
Yeah, we can sneak in some panda
If there's any left. All right, team. We'll see you next week. Ciao.
Ciao.
So what a week. Like, I'm actually pretty exhausted. And I think one of the lessons that we're going to get to in a moment is sometimes I can get clouded by not seeing the tangible results in the now and forgetting that the stuff that we did today is actually for the long-term gain. But the first thing I kind of wanted to just talk about is going through some of the stuff that I've been focusing on this week, really in the back end, in terms of, you know, just in my mind, and really trying to make sure that my job in the business is to make the business more profitable and make the business moving in the right direction and making the decisions that's going to continuously grow the business and make the business better. Now, that's easier said than done. And one of the topics that I think has kind of come up over the last couple of weeks, I spoke about my financials of FY24 in a couple of videos ago, and I didn't really talk about the goals for FY25. I think there's only really 3 focus points for FY25. And I mean, look, you know, other than trying to continue to grow the business and make it better, but really is lowering my cost of goods, increasing my sell-through rate, but not at the expense of profit. Now, that all sounds, yeah, okay, simple enough, but, you know, I have to be super mindful. Like, at the moment, my current ASP has been averaging between about, look, on average, it goes from 33 as a minimum to a 53 as a maximum over the last 12 months in terms of, you know, best months and worst months in terms of average ASPs. Now, I have no problem of selling at a lower ASP if my profit is going to be higher. That means I can get the items at a cheaper rate. And just to give you some perspective, FY24, my average cost of good was $9.51. And yes, the way I operate my business is when I buy everything, I pay a certain amount for it, and then I count up how many items I got, and then I average it out, and that means that that shirt was $9.51, that pair of shorts was $9.51, that, you know, DVD that I got was $9.51, and so forth. Some things will sell, obviously, very high, and I'll make a lot of profit on it, and some things might not sell for a lot, and maybe I don't make profit on that item. But the point is, whether you do it as an average perspective or if you're, you know, listing out and a cost for each item, you end up with the same amount of money. Like, there's no difference there, right? So averaging just makes my life a little bit easier. So that was the average cost of good last year, $9.51. And for FY24, the average net profit, and this is after, you know, we're not just talking fees, not just talking postage, but this is after storage unit, this is after paying my employees, this is after any overhead expenses, fuel, all those different things. It came to $6.62 as a net profit. So we weren't really matching our cost of good replacement, right? We were a little bit lower. The average inventory turnover was 9.2%, and the average sell-through rate on a monthly basis was 57.4%. So a lot of interesting thing there. And then the total sell-through rate for the entire year, we had 10,659 items go through the store, and we sold 4,699, which meant we had a 44.1% sell-through rate for the entire year of FY24. So that gives you some perspective. So ideally, all I need to do is lower the cost of good, increase my profit to match that cost of good, or higher than that average cost of good. I don't actually need to lower my cost of good. If I can increase my profit to match the cost of good, then we're happy days. But I think that's going to be quite hard if I continue to sell the same things. Now, I am branching out to, as you would have seen in this video, I've got a few new opportunities coming through. I'm starting to push into a lot of shoes and a few other different avenues of getting different stock from different sources, which is helping bring down that cost of good. Whether it's $2, $6, and then there's a lot more consignment pieces, which just means I'm taking basically a flat 50% of, whatever the profit is made. So that one's a little different, and that one's a little bit out of my control, but I can say no to the things that I'm going to sell, which is, the best thing of my, it's the best of my interest, right? One thing that I found interesting is I've been getting some low end items, like stuff that's only selling for $15, $20. But some of that, we've been paying $1, $2 for. And the profit, we're still making just as much profit on some of the other stuff that I do pay higher dollars for. So making that mix up, I think, is going to provide some better longevity into the business over the next, well, we'll see over the next 90 days. But it's definitely a testing process. And of course, I'm still washing things and whatnot. That's with the clothing, and I'm still pushing heavily into the clothing. As you can see, I actually have another big pickup next week. Which is going to be, probably another 700 items of clothing. And I'm really just doing that to continue to push myself to the next level. So that's just one lesson, or I guess playback I wanted to share with you guys. I mean, it's not really for you, it's really for me, and I'm talking to myself, but it does give some perspective of how I go about doing these kind of things. Now, lesson number 1 for me this week has been not all weeks look the same. One thing that I struggle with sometimes is when we do all this, when you're not seeing the dollars come through, we forget that what we're doing is actually still making progress. This week, I didn't have a big focus on the numbers, but I was doing a lot of work. Like, I was working heaps in terms of getting stuff, sorting stuff, processing stuff, picking up stuff. And the purpose of that is when you reflect and when you slow down and have a quick moment to breathe, you realize that that is actually setting me up for the next 90 days, 12 weeks or so. Which is about right, because usually 500 kilos of clothing, I will take literally 8 weeks to process all that. That's to get it listed, probably about 9 weeks to be honest. But now that I've got a few more bits and bobs on top of that, so we've got the extra 688 this week, we're getting all the shoes, we're getting all the electronics, and I've got more coming next week. It means it's probably going to cover us for the next 12 weeks. And that's really what I'm trying to do, is so I don't have to keep going out as regular. I don't want to thrift if I don't have to thrift. I love to thrift for more of a mental state thing. And I'll do that, more for fun, but I don't want to go out to source. I'd rather go out, have some fun, hang out with some mates, and hopefully pick up a bolo here and there. But, going into the op shop or into the thrift store, it doesn't necessarily make good money in terms of, my, time for money, money for time. So being able to get enough stock and all these diversity of categories, it gives me plenty of things to keep the operation in flow, like a well-oiled machine. And it's even more important because I need to make sure I have stuff coming through for my people that I'm paying, right? Because if they don't have stuff to do, then what am I paying them for? So, sometimes it does feel like you're not making the progress because you're not seeing the tangible result in the now, but this is going to set me up for a longer term play, right? And it's really important. This is why I've been able to spend so much time doing this. Carla and I, we've spent basically all week. I think I only did 15 photos this week, or 20 photos myself. But I had my photographer, and they pumped out a total of, I think it was 200 items this week. They worked one less day, but they've been very productive. We're getting some synergies there with their productivity, on average doing 70 items a day, which is really great. Right? And then I've got my lister, who obviously does this in the Philippines. That makes my life easier as well. So having them able to do that means that I'm able to go out and do all these different deals and work on some new opportunities and things like that. So that's one big lesson, playback to myself, really just telling myself that it's okay, Chris, you've got this. And then the other thing I just wanted to kind of reflect on was motivation, and sometimes I ask myself, why am I doing this? What is driving me to push this hard, taking on more risk and doing more than I probably have done in the previous, right? And it comes down to, what is your motivation? Why do we do this? Are we doing this for fun? Are we doing this for some extra cash? Are we doing it for a bigger goal? And look, maybe you already have a full-time job and you're just doing this on the side for some quick cash, or, for investments. That's great. Like, awesome. I'm not doing that. I'm doing this to build it for I started it 4 years ago. I really only started to take off in the last year and a half. And I've got big plans over the next 5-10 years. I have plans of things beyond what I'm doing at the moment, but they're stepping stones, and that takes time and work. That's all it is. So I feel like I'm putting those carrots, and I've spoken about this before. I've put these carrots in front of me to chase after, because I want to work harder. I put these challenges in front of me to make sure that I am working harder. I put a bit more skin in the game to make sure I am working harder. And it's that longer term operation want that I, want. And that's one of the reasons why I, put in these new challenges before me, create more obstacles, or, challenge myself to see, can we do this? Can I pay this off? Will this work? And I love solving those problems. It also keeps me honest. It means that I have to figure it out as I go. And so far it's working. Maybe not to everyone's liking, but the beauty of this is my business and this is my life. I don't have to actually, other than me sharing this, every week I actually feel like I'm some, some public company and I'm reporting back to my shareholders or stakeholders. But, at the end of the day, this has no impact to anyone. Maybe you feel good watching it, or maybe you feel satisfied when you don't see me get the results that I want to be getting. I don't know, right? But it's, at the end of the day, I'm super happy. I still pinch myself with this, and that's the motivation, because I'm building what I want, and that's not going to happen tomorrow. 1 week, 5 weeks, it's going to happen over a long period of time of what that looks like, in the longer term. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. And I think it's important, when we are doing this, and if you're struggling with making the progress or you're not seeing the results, ask yourself, why are you doing this? What are you doing it for? And what's your intention behind it? Because if you're just doing it to maybe match someone else's standard or match someone else's success or to be like someone else, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You should be doing it for you and you only. There's going to be people that will challenge why you do it. There'll be people thinking maybe this isn't the right way. There'll be lots of people that will give you better suggestions and better ideas as well. And it's great to take all those things on. But just remember, why are you doing it? Doing it for you, or are you doing it for someone else? So just taking that into mind. So if you stuck around this long, let's jump into some of the financials. This week, at the time of me recording, it's 9:30 in the morning Sunday. This comes out on the Monday, so I'll actually put up the final result that I got at the time of when I actually edit this later tonight. But at the moment, we're on 128 sales. We're done $5,359.94. And that profit is gross. It's not net. So it's been an interesting week. I've got a fire sale happening, just trying to move old stock. ASP at the moment is about $41, which I'm pretty happy with, considering I've been selling a lot of low end stuff. And the cycle time of those things have been about 53 days. So we've had them in the shop for 53 days. So that's average. So it's been a pretty good week, and we're averaging about $765 per day at the moment for this week. That's week 187. Now, if we jump into August, last week we were running pretty heavy with some high profits, but I've just paid a bunch of expenses. I've just paid for my storage unit, which is about $1,600. I've just done my first round of wages. I actually pay one of my workers fortnightly, the other workers weekly. So I've just done the first half of that for the month. And then I've also just paid my postage for the last month, because I now have a credit account, so I'm paying it every month after. And, that was last month's postage, which was like $4,000. So at the moment, we're sitting at a at a loss for the month. I'm not too fussed by this, because we usually operate to a loss till about day 20 into the month, and then it starts to just creep up from there. So we still have more wages to come this month. We still have more consignment payouts, which will come in the second half of the month. So look, we're shaping up to be pretty heavy revenue month, because we've been averaging about $1,000 a day for the month. This week was a bit of a quiet week compared to the last couple of weeks, but I'm expecting that we should get to hopefully 25,000 this month, if not a little bit more, and hopefully we should start to see positive or higher numbers than 20% net profit as well. But we'll track this as we go. The next week is another busy week. We've got another pickup coming through. I've got a new drop-off deal that I'm doing with these electronics, and a few other different changes for the next week, just because got to go to different places and things like that. But you'll find out about that next week. So I appreciate you being here. We'll do it all again next week. You have a wonderful day. Cheers.